folks, back to channel 4. Another reaction. We're doing another first for the channel, ladies and gentlemen. What, 2 in a row? Yes, I know. That's definitely an anomaly for me, I would say, because I'm going to probably get mixed up too much in all these new bands that I've been reacting to. But yes, we're going to take out another new one for the channel, ladies and gentlemen. It came up on my recommended, so I was like, you know, might as well. Why not? The more new music, the better, and the more newer bands that I come across, you know, I can do some more reactions for you guys as well. I liked it. This is a band called Angelmaker. I believe I've heard them before, maybe once or twice, you know, years ago in the past. But like I said, they're another one of those bands that I never went out to my way to check them out. So if I were to guess, maybe I would do similar to, you know, from the last band's predictions. Maybe like, you know, like Current's kind of vibe, you know, that hardcoreness mixed with that modern metalcore, you know, sound and feel like that. I don't know, like I said, I could be completely wrong on that, but this is definitely going to be a new one for me. I was completely blown away from the last new band we checked out too. We checked out Humanity's Last Breath. I was not expecting that amount of intensity, that amount of level of just hardcoreness, just overall deep sounding tones that those guys have. I was not expecting that, so that one definitely blew me away. This could do the exact same thing. I have no idea, but if they do that sort of thing, my head's already gonna explode from the amount of surprises we've already came across on these videos. But like I said, man, I have no idea. So I believe this is their newest single that I came up onto, at least that I've seen on my recommended. So we're gonna check it out for you guys, but if it's not, you'll be sure to let me know and check out some other new stuff from these guys. And if there's any more recommendations, be sure to let me know down in the comments as well. But yeah, but before we get started, be sure to go below. We appreciate it, and it's really helped me out. And if you like Angelmaker, be sure to like on this video as well. And if you're new here, thank you for stopping by and checking out some awesome music with us, because we are just getting started on these 7 bangers. Ladies and gentlemen, no time wasting. Let's get right into it. It's Angelmaker's newest release track titled This Used to Be Heaven. Got a little bit of a story element. Okay. Like me some story. Like me some context. It's like we're in some medieval times era. Where's my man going? Is he going away on a quest? Oh no. She's diseased. She's infected. Oh man, you gotta leave her. You gotta leave her, man. It's too late. She's got the virus. Ooh. Little death metal vibe. Okay. Definitely deathcore. I like those harmonies though. Oh man, she's coming back. She wants to hear the bangers too. Oh, I love that chug. Oh, boys. We're breaking it down already? What just happened? Okay, a little bit of a break. Oh, slay those demons! see this on a Doom track. Oh man! The deep growls with the high screams. Oh, so intense! They match so well, though. Woo! Can't forget the solo piece, though. Get those dark harmonies. Oh, my man's turning too. He got the disease. Man should have worn protection. Oh yeah, look at the face. Oh man, I was not expecting this. Especially this sort of genre. Well, it seems like they got a happy ending in the end, I guess. Guess they can spend eternity together now. I said, man, I have no idea what happened. I was just so engrossed in the music side of things. What? Guess this is a lesson, ladies and gentlemen. Always wear protection. Ooh, I like this little piano melody at the end here, though. That sound like, gothic tone. Okay, I like that, man. Like I said, ever since this channel, man, I've been growing more and more into, like, different genres, different subgenres, more into, like, the death metal side of things, more into the deathcore side of things. 10 years ago, I could argue saying that I would never listen to this kind of music, just because I felt like it was just a little bit more too intense for me. It was just because I like my songs with a little bit more structure, especially with, like, the old school metalcore side of things. Grew up listening to that sort of things. So I never really went on my way to listen to this sort of genre, but now I can definitely say, man, I've been missing out. I've been definitely missing out, especially since these guys probably maybe have been around for quite some time. I don't know when they formed as a band, but after listening to this one, man, I'm in. I am in. I could definitely say I'm a fan of Angelmaker, and if they have more songs sounding like this, be sure to let me know down in the comments below, because I wasn't expecting it, man. Like I said, I was expecting more of a hardcore metalcore kind of feel to it. I wasn't expecting full-on drag the pits to the hell deathcore action, man. I was not expecting some Lorna Shore action, but after listening to them and reacting to them as well, I can definitely broaden my horizons to the deathcore scene and get me into listening to this sort of thing without feeling intimidated, if that makes sense. But I like the melodic stuff. I like the riffage. It's kind of classic metalcore in a way, especially with the riffage, with the harmonies of the guitars sort of things, especially with the post-hardcore kind of breakdown sort of thing, with the muted chugs in there, kind of reminiscent of that sort of style, which I like that. So I like hearing that come out throughout the track there, slipping in there with amongst other riffs. Oh, wow, man, this one had it all. This one had a lot of elements in the track, starting off, right in your face with the screams. Wasn't expecting that, right into the death metal, deathcore, fast style, play style from the verses and sort of things. With the chorus side of things, these songs are hard to tell with a chorus, man. You can never know what's a chorus and what is not, but I'm sure there is a chorus in here fitted in there somewhere. But mixed with the post-hardcore, chuggy style breakdowns, it did have like a little bit of break in the middle there, which was just nothing but silence. I don't know what the hell that was about, but that kind of threw me off a little bit. But then they kind of continued back into the track, then we had a solo piece in there as well. wow, my God, I wasn't expecting a solo piece in there as well, man. A little bit extra flavor, a little bit of extra spice to add and sprinkle onto the track, man. Oh, I love that. Then they added the piano melody at the end there, just giving it a little bit more of the elements, ending it out with a little bit more of a variety, keeping with the gothic tone right towards the end, keeping with that, creepy, that dark, that moody style of tone this song has. On the vocal side of things, I don't know if it's one singer doing all the vocals. It sounded like they were kind of doing like maybe like a duo vocal or something like that, especially layering the highs and the lower kind of screams, But if it is him, one guy doing all the vocals, man, all props to you, buddy, because the way they layered it with the high screams, with the low guttural screams, it just harmonized so perfectly. I like when bands do that sort of things. It just amplifies the vocals, just makes the vocals sound a lot more prominent in the mix, if that makes sense, because that's what I like to do with mine as well. So it just makes it sound more powerful, more intense, heavy, and just give that a little bit more of a layering effect to your vocals, which I always like. But if it is one guy, man, all props to him, because I heard a lot of different ranges. I heard the highs, I heard the mids, I definitely heard the lows in there. But I like when bands do that, when they layer their vocals. Very prominent, very well talented vocalist as well, especially on the deathcore vocal side of things. When you're screaming and yelling the whole song, can kind of get, I don't know how they have their voice. I don't know how they train their voice to be screaming the entire, album cycle. I would say, especially at a concert, that can be probably definitely tiring nonetheless. But I had no idea what was going on throughout the video, though. I think seems like my man's girl here got infected somehow, and she died and then came back to life, and then she gave him the disease, I think, and then he was like slaughtering other demons. I have no idea what was going on, but either way, I could definitely see this being like in the background of some, heavy metal, sort of, I could definitely see this one being on the background of like a Doom soundtrack, if that makes sense. But like I said, man, wow. I've been surprised a lot over the past couple of videos, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just super excited to check these guys out as well. So if there's any more of Angelmaker, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to check some more of these guys out, man. Oh my God. So we need a refresh on the whole deathcore side of things. I feel like we react to Lorna Shore a lot, so maybe a new deathcore band coming into the works might do the trick. So I'll be interested in seeing some more deathcore bands sounding similar to them. And these guys might do it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, especially new here. Just going through a single band challenge, just money on myself on a single one. Guarantee that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.